Thank you for tuning in to the next edition of the Vulcan Report. Right now, we're going to jump into crude oil, specifically crude oil futures. Okay, ticker symbol is CL. Looking at the continuous contract chart here on the daily. As of Friday's close, a big white candle occurred. This is generally considered bullish, as prices close, excuse me, significantly higher than they open. Excuse me. If the candle appears when prices are low, it may be the first sign of a bottom. If it occurs when prices are rebounding off of a support area, such as a moving average or a trend line or a retracement level, the long white candle adds credibility to the support. Similarly, if the candle appears during a breakout above a resistance area, the long white candle adds credibility to the breakout. So because if you take a look here, this is a bearish trend that we've been in, and we've been trading below the Kumo cloud. Now we just broke out above the Kumo cloud. You could say that perhaps this low here of Friday of 75.90 could act as support for the week ahead. So let's continue on and see what happens, see what we can find out here. All right, moving on with the analysis. Let's see here. During the past 10 bars, there have been 7 white up candles and 3 black down candles for a net of 4 white up candles. During the past 50 bars, there have been 25 white up candles and 25 black down candles, so we're net. Switching our focus to the swing index, the pulse scan reading as of Friday's close is 32.38, and the swing VIX is 32.37. The market pulse is positive since it's trading above its zero signal line. The pulse scan crossed above the swing VIX, creating an uptrend channel as of Friday's close. This means that positive momentum has entered the market, so we expect sideways to higher prices within the next 3 to 5 days. The swing VIX, however, as you noted, I gave you the pulse scan reading of 32.38. Well, that is greater than 39. Therefore, this is usually where we see some sort of resistance. The swing VIX usually forms resistance before the underlying security, and a buy or sell signal is generated when the swing VIX moves out of an overbought or oversold area. The last signal was an overbought sell 3 periods ago, and that was here, hence this white candle. Okay. The security price has set a new 14-period high as of Friday's close, while the swing VIX has not. So this would be a bearish divergence between the swing VIX indicator and the crude oil contract. The swing VIX crossed its moving average since that happened. The price has been unchanged. It has ranged from a high of 79.19 to a low of 75.90. So we have not broken out of that since that occurred on Friday. So we'll have to wait for Monday's trading activity to see what happens. One thing to note, and this is caution moving ahead, the trend is nothing, meaning that it is consolidated. You can't see it here. Let's see if I can move this down a little bit so that you can see it. Okay, this question mark means that we're directionalists. Okay, we were bearish, but now we don't know if we're going to become bullish or bearish, so it's kind of wait and see. So this here is not bullish or bearish, it's neutral. We don't know what's going to become of this as of yet. However, the trend momentum indicator is very bullish, as we're trading above the long-term, intermediate, and short-term moving averages. To give you an idea of what that means, the long-term moving average is at 72.73. We close at 78.86. The intermediate trend is at 76.66, and the short-term moving average is 75.81. Okay, trend strength is nothing. We have no reading on that. It's too soon, being that this major event just happened on Friday. As far as volatility is concerned, we closed below the upper band by 8.2%. This combined with a steep uptrend suggests that the upward trend in prices has a good chance of continuing. However, a short-term pullback inside the bands is likely. As far as entry points for Monday, we have nothing. As far as intraday price projections, we have nothing. As far as weekly price projections, we have nothing. This is that gray area within the system where when we have a change in trend or flux such as this one, we wait and see what develops. So we're saying we don't know anything based on what we have here. It could go either way. Another thing to note is that on Thursday we had a significant situation with the short-term moving average, as we put in a how can I say this, support at 75.32. So we'll have to wait and see. Being that nothing significant took place on Friday other than that breakout, we need to see if we get some kind of follow through before we can get an idea of what's gonna happen going forward. So we'll see. I know you see the ADX thing here. This is letting you know that there's some potential crossing here, and we have to look at support and resistance to get an idea of where we may head. As you can see, it looks like it's pointing upward. We just don't know. What we're going to have to watch and really see what happens on this one going forward. So we'll see. This is a wait and see type of a scenario. Perhaps we'll get a better reading when we look at the ticker symbol OIH ETF or the USO ETF. Let's go ahead and switch to that real quick. Alright, switching our focus now to ticker symbol OIH. This ETF closely follows the futures, the previous one we just covered. So if you're not comfortable trading the futures, you can also just switch over to the OIH and you'll get pretty much bang for your buck as far as volatility is concerned. Alright, a white body occurred on Friday because prices closed higher than they opened. During the past 10 bars, there have been 4 white up candles and 6 black down candles for a net of 2 black down candles. During the past 50 bars, there have been 19 white up candles and 31 black down candles for a net of 12 black down candles. Looking over at the swing VIX, the pulse scan reading is positive 10.91 and the swing VIX is 14.83. The market pulse is positive since it's trading above its signal line. However, the pulse scan crossed below the swing VIX, creating a downtrend channel as of 2 periods ago, as you can see here. After June the 22nd, on the next trading session of June 23rd is when we created that channel. The last signal was an oversold buy 21 periods ago. Since the swing VIX crossed its moving average, the ETF's price has decreased a whopping 1.00%, and it's ranged from a high of $100.83 a share to a low of $96.92 a share. That's a pretty significant price drop there. As far as trend is concerned, currently the trend is bearish retracement, so we're bearish, we're retracing. So we don't know which way we could end up going here. The trend momentum, though, is very bearish, and we are trading below the short-term, intermediate, and long-term moving averages. As far as trend strength, we are bearish and consolidated, so we're going nowhere based on recent price action. As of Friday's close, we managed to close below the upper band by 42.0%. As far as entry points for Monday, we have nothing triggered in the system. So let's switch over to price projections. Intraday price projections for the OIH for Monday. We have resistance at $99.33 and support at $97.61. Our weekly price projections are as follows: resistance at 107.02 and support at $89.63 a share. In other words, we'll be comfortable placing an order to sell short on the crude oil at $89.63 a share. we always take the trade in the direction of the overall prevailing trend. In this case, it's